and welcome to Occasional Levity on Unsafe Space. Today, I'm Beverly, and today is Friday, November 11th, 2022, and I'm exhausted. This is going to be one heck of a show. Juliet is running later than we were, so here with me, though, is Alex.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. And DLive is still not streaming. I gave it a chance. I tried doing DLive again, and I thought, like, well, maybe we'll see. But it's still. I think we're banned on DLive just permanently. Apparently,
Maybe it's totally possible.
I kept getting like the notifications of like, hey, you're suspended until you receive this email. Was what happened before. So by the time I got it, the suspension was already over, but at the exact time. But yeah, so I have, this is the last episode of Occasional Levity on Unsafe Space, but we are moving it over to my channel with Unsafe Space moving towards more written content. We're going to continue this over there. And so, which is why it's also, this last episode is also the first episode over there, but we'll be like rebranding and stuff too, probably. We're just not sure what and when or anything yet. So it's it'll be a good time. So many chatters already. We do expect to have Elle, some bitch I know, coming on at some point, but she was also traveling today, so I think if her Wi-Fi connection at whatever location she is, it works, she should be coming in at some point. So we'll see. This is just gonna go with the flow. Alex has had a stressful week. I've had a weird week. I know you're tired too, Alex, but what else is going on with you?
Well, I'm trying not to think of it, but I still can't stop myself from thinking of it and looking up info about it. But what's going on with the Arizona election? It's because I'm here. Like I can't. Like if I lived in a different state, like it wouldn't be that big a deal. Like everyone was going on. Everyone this week has been, after Tuesday, has been all like, oh, it's over, let's talk about, and I'm like, it's not over for me, it's not over for anyone in Nevada or Arizona. So I'm sort of like, no, don't talk about how over it is. It's not over.
Oh yeah, it's like, calm down.
Welcome to election month, essentially.
Oh yeah, because you won't find out till whenever.
Yeah, like hopefully I know by Thanksgiving. I don't know. Like
yeah, well, if it's not too stressful for you, then once Juliet gets here, we can dig into like, let's talk about what all is going on in Maricopa County and everything too. But we'll wait. We have like other, hey, I have personal update stuff too. One, had to drive in like from Pittsburgh Airport and just like the biggest downpour and fog, like the terrifying fog during most of that trip, the 2-hour trip there back
awful.
to here. And it was like pouring both ways, but at least I only had to drive the one way though. But like, yeah, so that was scary. But I drove back to have lunch to talk about newspaper stuff. So as Alex and maybe others know, the newspaper, open since 1865 in my town, closed last Friday, which was unexpected to all of us there being that day. But then for personal reasons, that Friday, that wasn't the most unexpected thing for me to happen to me that day. Alex knows. But, and then officially a week later today, I find out that I have a job again with the new newspaper that's being made for the town. And it's been in talks for the past week. The managing editor was like keeping me in the loop, but we had a meeting today to talk about it, like to see like officially what was going on. But when I got there, they were already there before me because, driving from Pittsburgh, they found out that the other paper that he owns a bunch of things, but the one other nearby paper had already published the news saying, we're opening up this new paper here. And it included the names of us who were moving forward. So it's just like the public knew officially that I had this job before I did. I had no idea. Like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, they will be continuing working here with this newspaper. I'm like, I guess I am now. I'm like, what a weird experience.
Well, I mean, at least you still have the job. Like,
yeah. No,
I mean, it's not the greatest way of finding out, but at least like it's that what you're finding out is good news, not
yeah.
horrible news.
Last Friday, yeah. So it was, I don't know, I was taking everything in stride because there was this, and there were a couple other like potential job things that they like had reached out to me to like schedule stuff, and I just thought it was funny that I'm like, I've done absolutely nothing to get any of this going. It was just kind of like, here are these things that might be like, do you want to come in and talk, or do you want to just already have the job before I had never even met the owner until today. Like I was already hired before I even like talked to the guy, and he seems like super awesome. Like I'm excited about it. I think it'll work out swell. But
That's good.
it was just so funny to be like, how many people actually knew about my job before I did? I don't know.
It's nice though. I mean, it's good news. That's good.
Yeah, so that happened today. So it's been, I'm just tired. And then I told Alex too, I've got an RPG. I've got Savage Worlds tonight. So I've got that game after the stream. So it's a long day. I'm gonna have to be an avian. I'm a humanoid with like angel wings is essentially what they are. And I'm super dumb, and and it's really fun to play because I'm just like, you have like certain bad what are they called, hindrances, and so like I flap my wings a lot when I'm nervous, so then I'm just like really annoying with like flapping the wings around, and I have a big mouth, so I just talk like I just say everything like out loud that like as rude or whatever that it might be, and it's really fun to play, especially because I'm an idiot. But yeah. Okay. Well, Julia is still. She said like 6:05, and now it's 6:15.
She sent us a message. We just got a. Someone just.
Oh,
Eloise, the viewer, got a membership gifted to her by Winky Winky Woo.
Oh, Winky, you weren't there in the stream last night. I'm mad at you.
Yeah, where were you?
Yeah, come on, man. All right, what is going on with Unsafe Space? We still have Narrative Dissonance. That's happening Monday, right? And book club, I think that was I think it was confirmed that we are doing Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and I think it was announced. I was watching Dangerous Thoughts where he announced it, but I don't remember what it was. November
27th.
Okay, 7th. I had to look up to see what the Sunday was.
But I'm about 50% of the way through that book already.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, before he even announced it like officially, I had already started it. And
okay.
So I'm already at the halfway mark. I'm probably gonna finish it next week, actually.
You're such a bookworm. So that will be at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, on Unsafe Space for those watching on the other channel on Rumble. Also, I only gave the Rumble link out because this new stuff will only be Rumble. I'm not doing it on my YouTube channel because we're probably going to get banned the more we talk about. Like, I'm not going to censor myself.
No, it's too. The show is going to involve too many politics for it to be safe on YouTube, honestly.
Right. And I just don't really want that YouTube channel to be as political that much. Like, you know, our discussions on Thursdays, it's okay that we kind of edge on there with like cultural stuff, but I just kind of want to leave like actual news out of it. So go to Rumble. Rumble.com/c/the dim side is where this will all be happening later on at some point. Just don't know when. But now that I have a new job, like, that'll at least know we can schedule around that again. And then Tuesdays 451 is just solely written content now. Keith is doing a mixture of both. Is he like, I think I
think all the Rebel Civics like
Academy
stuff is going to still be video, but
okay.
And he might do like companion videos for green content, I think, is what it's going to be.
Okay. So Dangerous Thoughts is still happening too for now. He's slowly transitioning out. Thursday, TMR has already moved over to my personal channel too, and then so will Fridays. So yeah, transitioning over. Read at it's mostly on Substack, right? It's called the Abstract is like the new
weekly thing.
Yeah.
Which you have to opt into. You can't
Yeah, he's not going to force
I
it on.
think, yeah, Carter's not going to force it on you. You're not going to have, and it's not one of those daily ones either. It's a weekly abstract that you have to opt into, and some of it's pretty funny. So
I couldn't remember the word weekly, even though the new newspaper is now going to be a weekly paper. It's like, that's all right. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the announcements. Like, there are just Unsafe Spaces really making some big changes though. So I'm trying to like list all the things that I have been missing out on the meetings and stuff too. So I'm like, it's just me gathering information separately. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
I don't think so. I think we just book club will still be live streams, and going forward, that's not going to change. So even we have this one this month, but future ones are going to still be on YouTube.
Okay. Oh, and your friend Paul asked me if I was using the right microphone device. It looks like it wasn't. I think it was going through the webcam. So thank you, Paul, for letting me know. No thanks to Alex for not saying anything about it. I can't
notice. I have no
nice
idea.
That it's like, I guess, picking up well enough that I can hear. Oh yeah, there it goes. I don't know why it did that. I've never had the webcam try to take over the audio before. It's always been through this microphone, I think.
I often go into devices on my computers and disable things that I don't want it to ever use.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I was going to answer Paul saying like, that's the only microphone I forgot that the webcam does have one.
Yeah, you have to go. It's kind of a high level user thing to be able to disable devices because it's not even in the settings section.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go kind of go deep in there to yeah.
You have to go much deeper than that. And I disable I disable the mic on my webcam, the webcam on my laptop because I fucking hate it when it turns that on. And like a couple of other things too, like a couple of sound devices and everything. It's just easier that way, like when it comes to streaming, to simplify what it will pick up. So I'm like, no, never, don't ever turn this one on. If something goes wrong, I have to fix it anyways.
Yeah, and then you will hear nothing, you'll see and hear nothing, not bad stuff. So.
Yeah.
Let me check on Rumble here. Oh, thank you, Metterfetcher and Mr. Tin Whiskers for the kudos. I hear a beep. Juliet is here. Woo!
Hi.
Hello.
I made it.
About time.
I'm sweating like this. Things took a turn, guys.
How's your eye?
What happened with your eye? I haven't read everything.
Stabbed myself with my eyeliner because I was rushing, and then it wouldn't stop crying, and I couldn't open it. And I was like, "Well, how am I supposed to fix my makeup?"
Yeah, I haven't even touched mine up either, though. Because it's been a long day.
You could do what I do and just
not wear any
makeup.
Hey, we can't all be beautiful naturally, Alex.
Right? I was considering an eye patch. I don't. Anyway.
Well, Juliet, not to make things worse for you, but your microphone is making a lot of popping sounds.
Oh, great. Oh, great. Okay, hold on. I figured this out a little bit. In theory. I don't usually job myself with eyeliner. It'll be with mascara, and then you just have like the spiky parts of that, but just like scrape the sclera, the white part of your eye, and I'm like, man, this is intensely painful right now.
Well, one of the reasons why I never wear makeup is because sometimes my allergies are so bad. I get hives on my conjunctiva.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's that's like horrifying. I'm not putting any irritants near my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it any better now?
It is not popping. You are just so loud.
Yeah, I'm like really
I'm turning
loud.
you down on my end though, but so hopefully that there's a booming voice. Winky says, I'm just happy seeing my 3 favorite YouTube slots. Oh, well, soon we're not going to be on YouTube. It'll be solely Rumble. So go to rumble.com/c/thedimside, which is where we'll be going at some point. Juliet, well, welcome. I'm glad that you were able to make it. And
almost lost an eye, but I made it anyway.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to any news yet. I was just filling in that I have another of the paper job again, which is just kind of a new paper, but like rolling over from the old paper technically. So
It's back.
yeah, it's sort of. It's with he could not. It is such a weird thing that she just would not sell, and like we are all so confused by like this old paper. We're hoping that eventually like, we can get it, but like all of the history from 1865, it's like all the archives and things are they're just there, like we can't do anything with them now, so we need to like find an office space, we need to do like other things, but like he the new guy, like he's been in the business for like 35 years or whatever, and has a bunch of papers in like the northeast of the country, and the whole family and stuff too, so he seemed to really know what he's doing, so I'm pretty jazzed about that.
Yay.
Tell
him if he wants a DC correspondent,
yeah. No, the idea for this is calls it hyper local news.
Oh, that's
so it's
cute.
we're not doing like AP stuff anymore. Like it's the weekly that's just everything is local, which is nice. So we can ignore all the terrible AP stories.
That's awesome.
But we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Send Rumble links, please, in chat. Please, this says Winky. I did earlier, and I just spelled it out for you. Jeez Louise. Hang on. I have like both webs, or both, because we are streaming on both Rumble channels. I think this is the one. It'll be over here. That's the link to the video directly, and then on that channel. It is so hard though on Rumble. Like Rumble, get your act together. You can't find video, like upcoming live videos by like searching and stuff. You have to find the channel first. No, I don't even know if it shows up on the channel either. I had to just like get the link directly from Unsafe Space's end.
Yeah, no. Also, if you're waiting for something to go live, like 9 times out of 10, you have to refresh the page when it actually does, or it'll just keep playing like a clip over and over and over again.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
So while I appreciate Rumble and its less censorious behavior, work out some of those kinks, please. I don't like things kinky. I need to. Paul's asking if he can post links, so I am trying to see if I can add him to the moderator. So, Alex, would you like to take it away and talk about some election stuff while I do this?
Yeah. So, I'm angry and anxious, and a big part of I know that like a lot of people are done with election week. I said that earlier, that it's over for them. They got their results on Tuesday night or Wednesday morning, and Arizona says they're not going to be done until sometime next week.
You really gotta take your time, though. You gotta.
Well, and this is something else I heard, that they said that at least 2, maybe more, of the voting centers in Maricopa County, they had the tabulators that drop ballots into one half, and then there was the box in front that you put a sealed or a drop-off ballot in, like if the tabulator wouldn't take it. There's a divider in those tabulator machines for the 2 sections, and in at least 2, maybe more, of the voting centers in Maricopa, they removed the divider between the 2 sections before they removed the untabulated ballots. So for at least 2 voting centers, maybe more, in Maricopa, they're going to have to completely recount every ballot to make sure that so basically they're at stage 0 with those voting centers votes. Yeah. And it's just so frustrating. And everyone who's still paying attention is basically saying, so what we're waiting for is for Katie Hobbs to tell us whether or not Katie Hobbs is going to be the governor of Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never liked her. Like, I felt like she was incompetent at the very least. And I feel like the day she announced that she was running for governor, she should have recused herself from her state secretary duties, because it's unethical in my mind to run an election on which you are on the ballot. Like it's just completely 100% unethical. And I can't really like joke about this. I can't, because I'm still in the middle of it. You know, like I have no sense of humor over this right now because it's ongoing. If it was over, I could probably make jokes, you know, because the hammer has fallen, or, you know, I've not gotten Katie Hobbs as my governor. But because it's still ongoing, I'm just stuck in this limbo of anxiety and anger, and I can't, like, all I can do is distract myself. Like I can't, there's no moving forward in like the process emotionally until this is done. And it's not done, and it's doubtful it's going to be done, because there's probably going to be at least 700,000 votes still left to count right now, maybe more. And that's so fucking unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. It's Friday afternoon. I should know who my governor is.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, last night when I saw the pictures of the, like, how the police like barricaded the building and they have people on the roof, armed or unarmed, unsure, but creepy. Like,
yeah.
And they were telling journalists they're not allowed to take photographs on county property, which is like, well, that's the first time anyone's ever heard that ever. But like, it gave me this like sinking feeling, and I was like, oh God, like what is gonna happen here? Like, it's weird for them to do all of that for absolutely no reason. It's not like there were unruly mobs gathering in the parking lot.
No, and the thing is too about Katie Hobbs is that she didn't campaign at all.
Yeah,
like there was like nothing, and she can't
like
speak.
Biden.
Yeah, I know. And she
Weird.
cannot talk like at all. Like everything out of her, Carrie Lake pointed it out, and I noticed it too, that her favorite word is and her second favorite word is like she cannot speak.
Really?
Which is why she never debated any of her opponents. There's like, she is quite possibly a weaker candidate than even Biden. So it's sort of like, how is it even a question at this point? I don't know. Like, and I keep looking at it and looking at how many ballots are left to count, and that number keeps going up, and it's like a cycle of anxiety and anger, and it just won't stop, and it's driving me crazy. Like, I'm trying to do literally anything else, but and I do feel better having ranted a little bit about it right now, but like it's horrible, because I have to, like, I'm doing like intense amounts of reading to do other things, and doing lots of video editing and work to just not focus on this, because otherwise I probably wouldn't sleep at night.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, my senator has brain damage.
I know.
Oh, there you
What
go.
is happening? Seriously.
Well, I mean, they elected a dead guy in Pennsylvania. They elected a literal dead guy. And like, I know we had this kind of conversation like in Discord where we were like, well, this, to me, that alone says that, oh, no. Not everyone gets to vote. That's not, like, if you're electing dead people, you don't get to vote. I'm sorry. We need a higher hump here for people to, you know, a hurdle for them to jump over intellectually informed to be able to vote if you're voting in dead people.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who voted for him, like, immediately that like invalidates the rest of their ballot, because question. Gosh,
so there were on my ballot. My ballot was huge. It was like 1.5 feet both sides. Because it's Maricopa's ballot is usually really big, and like a big chunk of those were judges. And by the way, I researched every single one of those judges to see whether or not I was going to vote for retain or not, like every single one of them. And so, like, to me, I'm sort of like, how do you have something so supposedly important and not take it seriously? Otherwise, just don't fucking vote. Like, that's my thought.
Right.
Sorry, I'm scanning through. We've got YouTube, and then I was looking at both Rumble chats.
Yeah, we
and,
do.
and like it just doesn't all collect on there. And yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously I've had like more personal things to try and take care of, which has been a helpful distraction a bit. I was glad to not have to have done the election stuff, because with the paper we would have had to cover it Tuesday night and get results. And then the counties that my town is like under both of them, they're like, oh yeah, it'll be up on the website. And then I'm like, that's good. And we had like phone numbers as backup, and I checked that night just to see like the election results, and I'm like, still says 2021. So really glad didn't have to deal with working with this, because thought you said it was going to be updated.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I haven't been like focusing too much on it. The local, like the representatives and stuff too, they were red and running unopposed around here, so it's just like, all right.
I like this comment from JB. When I voted in the 80s, we had a hand count done twice, same day results. Now with computers, this process has been sped up from 1 day to 1 month.
Yeah.
That was one
Spit
of
out
my
my water.
questions too. How do we get tabulators and it takes longer? That's bullshit.
I like when I went to go vote, it was in the what's it called? The bill, what do they call them? Whatever, the township building. And so it's this tiny little room. There's just this one little white building, and you go in, and there's just there's like 6 old ladies there, and then some younger girl, and then like 4, there's just a little table with like 4 little what are they called, the separator things that don't really like separate too, like you have to walk behind the person to go around. It feels like oh, am I going to church right now? Because they're just like the same type of old ladies that like you would see going to the church that I think is like there's like 3 of them right nearby there too. So I just thought it was like a cute experience going there. And I walked in, and I was just like, because they all like turned, because they're right in front of the door, and they're like sitting at that long table, and they turned and smiled at me, and I was just like, hi, I don't know what I'm doing. And they handed me the paper, and I had to sign stuff. But
Well,
I'm such a noob.
The first time, okay, so for my whole life, like I was registered as a Republican, and they'd always be like, what's your name? And like type it in, and then they tone would shift. And then today,
wait, you're cutting out. Wait.
Me too.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's you. So can you repeat? Or
why is it me?
Right, but you're good now.
What is
I think.
happening?
Well, your audio is
okay.
off. I hear you well, but your audio is off video.
What is going on? Okay. Anyway, so I was always registered as a Republican, and when they were checking me in, they would always
ask your name.
Their tone would shift once my voter registration popped up on the screen. And then I decided to register as an independent instead, because I was like, well, I don't want them to know what I'm gonna do and be able to calculate.
Yeah,
and like whatever.
Yeah.
This time they were friendly the whole time.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm unaffiliated, so like I go in, I like, so it's totally impossible for them to know, and I want it to be that way every time.
How do you do that? What's the difference between unaffiliated and independent?
Like, I think I am unaffiliated.
Okay, that's what you just are able to not do it. I think I initially, when I was first registered, I was Republican, and then soon I changed to Libertarian, and I just never changed from that. But I also rarely ever vote. I think that was like my second time or something. So it just never mattered. Where are you at right now? This is I think it's just funny when like the question, like I don't know what this means, like what the context is for this, but also it's just generally unsafe space. So I don't know if it's to all 3 of us or to like anyone specific.
We're all in different places.
I think he's simping for Juliet is what I think that's what's going on here.
Okay.
So Juliet, where are you at right now?
Streaming live on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey.
voting is cringe. That's what I normally don't do. And I didn't really care. Like I knew governor and all that senator, it's going to be trash. And so but I figured like locally, I kind of, I'll care a little bit more, which didn't really need to because like a couple of them were unopposed. So I'm just like, yeah, Ross Travatera is definitely simping for Julian.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
If you really want to simp, you can super chat. Send some money, and then we'll appreciate you more. Otherwise, nah. Okay, so anything newsy then, as far as like it's still just up in the air, especially for Arizona, that you we won't find out for till next week.
Maybe the week after that. I don't know. Like it's
How is
taking
that
forever.
possible? I could go count it myself.
I know. Well, and then like one of the problems though is that I think they changed the rules where the counties don't count them themselves. They send them all to Maricopa. And it's like, don't do that. Wait, why the fuck would you do that? Like
to
that's
make it easier.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And because here's the thing, you have volunteers in every county, you know, like everywhere, running the polling locations, and then you have volunteers who want to do counting. You have less volunteers when you centralize it like that, and also you have more chance of error, not less, because it's too many ballots for too few volunteers. And also oversight is only done by one group. That's not appropriate. So like for so many reasons, I think it's wrong. And it's part of the reason why it's taking so long. Like, because it's like you literally have them shipping their ballots from all over Arizona to Maricopa. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. Everything about this is just stupid and wrong and unethical.
Gosh. God willing, Carrie Lake actually like gets into office here. I hope that she just like destroys all of this stuff they've built up to make it so sketchy.
Me too. My fingers are crossed here, but it's like I'm real cynical right now. Winky Woo gave another membership, and Coley got it.
Oh, thank you, Winky. He's always just throwing memberships around. And I don't think I even have one. 10 safe. Yeah, I definitely don't. 10 safe space. Yeah, the whole thing is just frustrating. So, if it helps, we could just watch some bad Biden video or like whatever Biden Bumble things now. I think I've got Paul is sending me stuff today. I haven't watched any of them though, so hang on.
Great.
Where's the button? I forgot I should have shared the screen first and prepared it before I hit the button, but I didn't. So here we are. Here we go. What is this?
Oh, geez.
Zoom in and just never mind. I'm tired.
Well, I'm freaking tired of smart guys. Well, I'm sick and tired of smart guys.
What is wrong with him?
He's
so angry.
So many things.
He looks like a toddler.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I see my internet is down. It has dropped low. Okay, that's great. That's great. Julia, is Elle still trying to join us today? I'm just curious.
Yes. But I told her, because she's at a conference or something. I told her to just like, I gave her the link and I was like, hop in when you
come on
can.
whenever. She probably is going to come on as soon as we stop streaming. She'll make it. But I was saying last night too on the stream that I think it's hilarious. I think it was she was actually second episode, but like pretty much like beginning with her how she like ended up having to miss the first time around at the beginning of the series, and now for our last episode here she's potentially missing it too. That's a good way, like bookending this series.
There you go.
Pretty much just good. Yeah, like that sums up what this show is. All right, well, to make us feel better, here's probably something else bad about Biden. I don't know. Yoink.
No, I'm just saying. I just found it interesting that Biden's being Biden's being extremist. No, I'm just saying.
Huh.
I just found it interesting that Biden's being Biden's being extremist.
What was he trying to say there? Because my thought is apocalyptic is where that
Right.
phrase is first.
Yeah.
The first a pop, like some people were like a populist, and I was like, I don't think
No
he
one
was-
would say that.
No one would say that. I have no idea, but I really want to know what he was trying to say because it wasn't extremist.
He was like, I think his brain broke in that moment, like hard.
Yeah. I mean, I've been there too. When I got back, I was like walking into different rooms and just stopping and being like, why did I come in here? And just within a few minutes, it kept happening to me. So in his defense, happens to me too. But JB says, take it easy on Joe. He lost his son Bo 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, rough. All right, what else do we have here? We've got a few. Thank you, your friend Paul, for sharing these with us because we didn't do much work this week on finding things. Okie dokie. Yoink.
Came to the presidency determined to make the transformational changes that
Transformer.
are needed, that America needs to make, and we have to do for the rest of the world to overcome decades of opposition and obstacles of progress in this issue alone, to reestablish the United States as a trustworthy, committed global leader on climate. As I stand here before you, we've taken enormous strides to achieve that.
What the fuck
But-
was
I
that?
don't know. It's terrifying.
Like, did like a bunch of ghosts just pop in, screaming in agony? What the fuck?
A banshee.
He seemed confused too.
I'm sorry, if you were speaking and that noise happened, wouldn't you jump and be like, what the, like he just, okay.
Yeah. Let me know because I keep seeing the little internet symbol that's dropping down. If the video sharing is too glitchy, I can give you someone else the links to share them. Or just Alex. I don't know. Juliet, did you ever get powers on stream?
I was running late, and for some reason, like every time I try to log, like if I log out, then it wants to send me a link to my email, and I was like, we don't have time for that today.
Yeah. Why are you logging out?
I don't know. I have access to 2 different accounts.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair. Yeah, so I can't tell, like when it's playing for me, it's playing fine. I just don't know if it's playing okay on your ends. So just let me know. Breaking 911. What does this say?
You mentioned that Americans are frustrated. In fact, 75% of voters say the country is heading into the wrong direction, despite the results of last night. What in the next 2 years do you intend to do differently to change people's opinion of the direction of the country, particularly as you contemplate a run for president in 2024?
Nothing, because they're just finding out what we're doing. The more they know about what we're doing, the more support there is. Do you know anybody who wants us to get rid of the change we made on prescription drug prices and raise prices again? Do you know anybody who wants us to walk away from building those roads and bridges and the internet and so on? I don't know. I think that the problem is the major piece of legislation we passed, and some of it bipartisan, takes time to be recognized.
You mentioned that.
Did he ever get like plastic surgery on his face?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like it looks
yeah.
like it in his cheeks and stuff, but then I was like trying to see around his eyes. They don't look as much, but I was like, why is his cheek so smooth compared to the rest of him?
when you look up a picture of him before he got his facelift, he looks like a different human being entirely. It's so creepy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll have to, because I didn't know whether it was with age or, but because he's looking flatter. I don't know. So then I just got distracted by staring at his face that time. Whoops! Almost exited out of StreamYard.
That would have been bad.
Just would have dropped out, like that time when my cat turned off my computer. That was great.
That was so funny though, and I clipped it because
You
it
did?
was hilarious. Like the timing on it was great because you were like, he might turn off the computer.
I mean, I saw it too, but like it did catch me just briefly, like as I was turning, because when that happened, I was saying no, and then just watched his paw slam down on the power button.
That was so funny.
Okay, let's see. What do we got here, Biden?
It'll help make the transition to a low carbon future more affordable for everyone. Accelerate decarbonation beyond our borders. In fact, the International Energy Agency recently concluded that our significant climate investment will, quote, help turbocharge turbocharge the emerging global clean energy economy. I was reading their quote. Sorry. To help make the transition.
I think I just get so bored by him talking that I zone out, and then I get distracted. And I was thinking, his ears are so big, they're so long.
Very odd ears, yes.
Yeah.
Just gigantic.
What I never get over is his hair because it's so thin, and because he's so old that like I can see almost his entire scalp.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you need to be in a retirement home, like not running the country.
Yeah, I would also feel bad. I mean, like, you don't even need to be in a retirement home. You can stay at your home and just have a bunch of private help, the nurses and things that take care of you. So, all right, let me see what's going on in Rumble. I'm ignoring all of them. Ron Green, that was Jill Biden howling at the one over there. Yeah. He did none of that. Dat one guy, 1, 2, 3. I don't even know. Hello. Let's see. It's hard to tell if these are edited or not. Do you think the Biden clips, did they hit the clips or his face? Because we've established his face has been
no, those are news clips.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know how you can edit stealthily that way, but like it seems unlikely that those would have been edited at all. I mean, I could, depending on what it was, but like, I don't know. It's hard to get the hologram right sometimes. The hologram.
Yeah. Technology is glitchy.
Yeah, that one guy. He says, yeah, the clips. Like, I don't. What do you mean by edited? Like that they were spliced together, or that they? I mean, if anything, you can say that like they're taken out of context. Like maybe there's more to it. But what gets me is just like the overabundance of stuttering and because I do that. I mean, I just made fun of myself when I misread what was a hologram, and it says hologram. So as soon as someone mispronounces something, like I instantly will make fun of that. I do it to my boyfriend all the time, and it doesn't always go over well. Let's see. Okay, so here's this is the one that Carter had posted, right? The I still haven't watched it, but
this was so funny.
Oh, it's great.
So I'm excited to see it. I found a YouTube clip because he just embedded it on Discord. I'm like, how do I share this?
It's actually from old footage. Someone's edited it hilariously.
Oh, okay. So this one is edited. I don't remember the first part of your name, but I remember the 1, 2, 3 on Rumble.
Oh no, wait a minute.
Oh, it doesn't have the thing.
Oh, is this the wrong one?
This is not the same. because this
Darn.
is the actual footage. But what
Oh, okay.
what Carter
It's this-
sent us has
Hang on.
a voiceover, an added voiceover.
Let me see if it'll let me just share it on. Oh, hang on.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah, it's playing.
I
through.
could hear.
Let me see if if StreamYard will let me share the Discord video window. See if it'll let me share. I'm gonna have to kind of share a little bit of what Discord says because it's not gonna let me not do. Oh, can I do Tab Shift and then no? Okay, I can keep secrets. How do I get back to Discord now? All right.
Turn it up. somehow.
Yeah, it's really low.
I think that's as high as it gets.
Uh-oh.
You guys have to turn it up on your end.
Secret Service team, the Eagle has landed. The perimeter has been cleared of any stairs or bicycles, so all the Eagle has to do is step out of the helicopter. Stand by. The Eagle has made contact. Great work. All units, mission is complete and the Eagle is secure. We don't anticipate any issues with the Eagle crossing the tarmac. It's a perfectly flat surface. 0% possibility that he'll mess this up. Okay, what's going on with the jacket right now? Secret Service team, the Eagle can't find the armhole in his jacket. The First Lady has stepped in to help the Eagle put his jacket on, but it looks like she's just making things even worse. There's an ice cream cone in that jacket sleeve. Speed things up a little bit. Oh, it worked. All units, the Eagle finally has his jacket on and is making his way across the tarmac. And there goes
Right. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Pop off. All right. Well, okay. Hey, at least that worked. Okay, shared from Discord. I think that was all of the videos. There's also this looks like an article that Paul had sent. I didn't read it. Again, we did nothing this week. Federal judge in Texas blocks Biden's student loan handout. So he said that this was just so stupid. A U.S. judge. So have either of you heard about this?
No.
Yeah, I knew. I heard
Okay.
about it earlier from Twitter. Some people were complaining and everything, and it's like,
Oh, okay.
it's illegal. What he wanted to do was illegal. So a judge stopped him from doing it. Like,
yeah. Let's see. U.S.
And
judge.
here's the
in
thing.
Texas.
I could have benefited from this, like, personally, because I have less than $10,000 left on my student loans. I've been paying them off this whole fucking time. The thing is, though, is that, like, I have a job, and I've been paying my student loans, and I can't get over the fact that what he wants to do is illegal. Like, you have to get Congress to do this. If you want this done, get Congress to do it. You'll never get Congress to do it. But also, at the same time, what he wanted to do was just bribery for votes. That's all it was. And it wasn't going to solve the actual problems that we experience with student loans. The heavy burden of debt on younger generations is not going to go away. It's going to keep happening again and again and again with how student loans are structured. So this wouldn't have solved anything. It's just bribery.
Yeah. Just to read a little bit from this, a U.S. judge in Texas struck down President Joe Biden's plan to give millions of student debt borrowers up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients and $10,000 for those who borrowed money using federal student loans. Still, no one can possibly deny that either. Whereas Pittman said that Biden's student loan forgiveness program usurped Congress's power to make laws. Yeah. This attempted illegal student loan bailout would have done nothing to address the root cause of unaffordable tuition, greedy and bloated colleges that raise tuition far more than inflation year after year while sitting on $700 billion in endowments. We hope that the court's decision today will lay the groundwork for real solution to the student loan crisis, Parker concluded. That was a long quote.
I didn't even read this, but I basically said the same thing.
Yeah. That's well, good try, bud.
You would think that after like multiple times a president tries to do things that are illegal, we would have something to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
You would think.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard for every time I see it, anything like this. It's just like, yep, there's another stupid thing. And it's either Biden or the government. And I'm like, it's hard for me. I'm like, I don't have a specific critique on this now because like they're all the same to me. They're all terrible. Like Biden is old. He has dementia. Like he clearly they keep electing unfit people for any sort of government position. And while Michael Malice wants that, like he wanted Fetterman to win because he thinks that like having brain damage that's good for like because he's an anarchist. So it's just like get those people, get terrible people into office and but so it's just kind of like, and I go back and forth. I don't know whether it's like black pilled or just kind of, I don't know, where it's like, yeah, government sucks. Like maybe it's a white pill in that like I want it to suck more and for other people to realize how much it sucks and say like, hey, let's make these changes. Like, but maybe we need to hit rock bottom first before they will actually. But then people also just never learn anything though, because they'll just be like, oh, this thing sucks. Let's keep voting in the same type of people because like the things are sucking and we need them to fix it, even though the same type of people have been the ones to cause this and not make a change at all. It's just the, definition of insanity kind of thing. What other, you guys have other news? I need
I was just looking because last week we didn't get to a lot of stuff.
We didn't? I don't remember.
I feel like we
I've remembered nothing. What is this call that you sent me? Is this it's just on Twitter, Clown World.
News moves fast, huh?
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of this stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, we maybe didn't discuss that, but like the election's already happened, so now it's boring.
Well, the election is happening for Alex still.
Right.
Yeah, no, like every time someone says it's already over, I'm like, shut up! No, it's not.
All right, well, while we get, let me do whatever the thing that Paul sent me here, and I'm just going to assume it's a Twitter twat thing, so I'm going to play that. I almost had it up. So close. I was trying and then I missed the button.
Oh, I've not seen this one.
Okay.
Oh, but I kind of did hear about this.
Hollywood actor Sean Penn gives his Oscar to Zelensky.
This is for you.
Oh, Sean.
Yes.
No.
Please.
That is yours.
No, I feel terrible outside. it's just a symbolic, silly thing.
Yes, but
if I know this is here with you, then I'll feel better and stronger for the fight.
So great.
Just unzip his pants and suck his cock already.
Yeah.
When you win, bring it back to Malibu.
Right.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Because I'll feel much better knowing there's a piece of me here.
We have to win.
The music is.
Yeah.
It's not from me. It's from Ukraine. That is more important.
That is so cringe. Look at him. I'm giving you my Oscar. Just a piece of me is going to be here for you, Zelensky. Just remember that this.
Yeah, lube it up and shove it up your
Yeah. This
asshole.
long Oscar. That's so
I'm sorry. Like, first of all, Sean Penn is not like some great individual anyone should be looking up to in the first place.
Yeah, if I'm gonna want an Oscar from someone, it's certainly not gonna be Sean Penn's Oscar.
No.
I wouldn't even want to be in the same room as Sean Penn, honestly. That man is terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at other pictures. That goatee looks like a villainous goatee on the Wikipedia page.
It fits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how often he has that, but I'll just share this one here. Down there. Okay, let me zoom in. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that just looks, I don't know. He's getting close to like a Jafar thing if it grew out. Oh, I'm sorry, but then he'd be misappropriating culture though, because he's not brown. So don't do that. But oh my gosh, that was so cringe. Just take this Oscar from me. I don't need and somehow that's gonna help support him. Like what gesture is that'll make any difference? If I were like a legitimate person as a leader of a country though, it's just like I don't want this like plastic statue thing though. If you really want to help me, like maybe I don't know, donate your millions of dollars or something to help if it were a legitimate like struggling country. But I oh well, thanks for that, Paul. That makes me puke in my mouth. Ron Green and Rumble says Zelensky gets the Oscar Mayer Wiener Award.
I saw that truck one time. I was very excited.
Me too.
I saw it too.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It was parked. It was parked at the Henry Ford Museum.
I've seen it a couple of times because I'm in Phoenix, and one of the times I did see it though, it was like at my school when I was a kid. But really cool when I was in Independence, Kansas, the Budweiser horses were there. You know, they were
Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
and they were
cool.
in their pens. And I went up to the pen and they had their names in front of their pens, and one of them was named Clancy, and it was like, it's Clancy, and he had his butt to us, but after that he turned around and then he knew his name, and he came and he was all like, okay, you wanted my attention. Here I am. It was so cute.
On the
Cute.
the Budweiser commercial that I remember clearly is the one where like the guy is like raising the horse, and then they part ways, and then like when it's big and he's like taking some beer down somewhere, they meet back up, and it's this heartwarming thing, and it makes me cry every time I see it. Like it's like so heartwarming, and then I'm like, it's so beautiful, you horse that you raised for this beer commercial. Every time it played.
I like their horses, but I don't drink Bud.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't like beer, so
I do, but I don't like Bud.
I know. Yeah. Seeing you drink those bottles, or one bottle, and then just be wasted.
That's true.
Okay, Juliet, did you say you had some sort of other news? Because
I was scrolling here.
yeah, I'm gonna take to. I think there were some things too that I was seeing in the Discord earlier, but I need to find those. Now
I guess we could always discuss the Trump DeSantis beef.
Oh yeah, can you explain it? Because I've only heard like some basic, not base, but some very general information about Trump really going at DeSantis and seemingly just like childish attacks or something toward him. So
and
I don't know specifics though.
Weird like nicknames that I still don't get it.
The sanctimonious.
The sanctimony, okay. But yeah, and then I guess like reportedly Trump is like, I made DeSantis. Like if it weren't for me, he would have never gotten elected, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, okay. So
why would we do this now?
Yeah, why is yeah, can you guys have ideas on it outside of like he's just trying to take the lead, like, you know, to put DeSantis down and gain traction because he feels threatened by DeSantis?
I mean, that's initially my take is that he feels threatened. He's a little nervous about if he had to primary against DeSantis. But also I think he's just like we're seeing that narcissistic side, like egomaniac side of Trump, where I think he's also a little like insecure because so many people just love DeSantis and there isn't a lot of, I don't know, criticism of him. I mean, for the most part, people are like, "Oh, he's awesome. That's great." But and Trump, even people that support Trump still criticize him. So I don't know why you would say anything negative about anyone on the right if you wanted the midterms to go well.
He said it before the election.
Yeah.
That's the part that's like, he said it the night before. It was really stupid. It was a stupid move. Like, honestly, it was like, from a political standpoint, it was so dumb and childish. I'm like,
yeah. I don't.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because a lot of people have like kind of come out and been like, I mean, not strongly condemn Trump, but kind of the same reaction we're having. Like, why would you do that right now?
I was saying, when we were talking about it earlier, I was saying how like maybe it's a 4D chess move. Maybe Trump is just trying to do it, make himself look bad, and so everyone's like, "Why are you doing this?" Now I like DeSantis more, and he's just like he's doing a selfless act.
Well, the thing is, though, is that a lot of people, like, I've heard, like, so this has sparked off so much division. Like, it's insane. Like, people are like, no, I'm always going to vote for Trump. I don't care if DeSantis runs. And then there's people saying, no, I want DeSantis. I want DeSantis.
Yeah, you've got never Trumpers and always Trumpers, and
and some people are saying DeSantis is a rhino, and like he's being pumped up as a rhino, and I'm like I'm not seeing any evidence for that. Like, if you have it, present it. But based on his policy decisions that he's made in Florida, I've not seen anything to suggest that DeSantis is a rhino.
Okay.
So to me, that is a really dumb claim. Like, I from the evidence I know of, that does not make sense. That sounds like bullshit, because he's been strong this whole time about election integrity, about not allowing gender ideology into schools, over, cleaning up crime, like he wanting Soros-backed DAs out. Like, he's never wavered on any of this. So I'm sort of like, how is he a rhino? Like, please, really, like, show me your evidence, because so far I'm not seeing it.
His own party was criticizing him at the beginning of the pandemic. Like, I mean, everyone was dunking on him. And then it turned out he was right all along. But, like, I don't know, like, this idea, because I've seen people calling him, like, establishment, GOP, like, all this stuff. In what way? Because he's gone against the party line, kind of just like he doesn't follow the group, and I mean, he's done things that are way more powerful than any of the other governors. I don't get it. I think for some reason they don't want him to run.
I think they just they badly want a Trump second term. And, like, honestly, I would be okay with another Trump term. I don't see a problem with that. But I would also be happy with a DeSantis term. Like, honestly, like, either one of those would be fine for me. I just don't. I don't know about them fighting, though, is necessarily a good idea.
I have concerns about Trump just because he is older now. Like, he would be, if he's elected in 2024, that he's the same age Biden is when he got elected, right? I think that'll be, if maybe I'm off on that, but I know he's
like, if he's not cognizant by the time of the run, like, no, I don't want him running.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a difference, and like, he seems still like better than Biden by far, but it's just still like something with like, I don't know. Part of me also thinks like an age limit. You have to be a minimum age and maybe a maximum age to be high. Like, especially when you're like, things could happen, like physical health wise, especially older you get. Like, maybe you're voting in someone who could, who's more likely to keel over within the 4 years is not always the best choice. However, I do think wisdom is good to have, like, with wisdom with age helps too. So I don't know. On a side note, I wanted to read what Mutterfetcher said on Rumble earlier, and said, this is like pretending to quote Juliet. Stop hitting on me, chat dude. Also, Juliet, I got excited for that giant wiener truck.
Thank you.
And that chat dude, Ross Travatera, is still upset that you're ignoring him. I saw something earlier.
Well, and the thing is though about and I don't have a problem with with no maximum age limit for running, because some people are very cognizant for a very long time. I do think you should retire at some point. I
But
do.
there's the retirement age. Yeah. I don't know.
But health and mental health applied to age, like some people are really robust in their 80s and some people are like absolutely falling apart in their 50s. So like I can't, like it should, to me it should be about cognizance and overall health, like those
That's
markers,
fair.
not an actual age marker.
And then it's harder though to do I mean, they're not going to do that. That's why, like, when you have like, you're just more likely to have issues the older you get, though. That like, I don't know. I guess I don't think then. I would say that if you're going to have a minimum age requirement, then maybe a maximum age like it could work. But I also understand your point too, Alex, that like, some can be great in older age, but then it's also like, why? I don't think people should be working at that. Like, you're at retirement age, though. Like, especially people in government. I just think that, especially when you've been in it forever, maybe it'd be more okay for someone like Trump too. That's why he's more okay, because he was someone who hasn't been in government all his life. So like, if you've been a career politician all your life and in your 80s you're trying to run for whatever else, like Biden, then I'm just would say like, no, you need to be at like, maybe my maximum amount is less about the physical age of the person and more the how long you've been in politics. It's probably where I land, but I don't know. I just worry that old people are gonna be old.
Well, I think that's a given. They are.
That's why I'm worried.
I have to say though that like, because that generation is refusing to like pass the torch on to Gen X, even like they haven't even really had their chance at taking over these positions that they should already be in, honestly.
Yep.
And then everybody's like, oh, things never change, things just stay the same. Well, the same people have been in power for the past like 40 years. It's time for them to go. Across the board. Like, I get it, some people like they're on boards of huge companies and they're 89 years old and they helped build it up. I get it. Retire. Like, you have to hand it down. Otherwise, we have this kind of traffic jam and eventually we're going to have a generation that just never makes it.
And eventually you are going to die. So if you don't hand it, like, it's easier that you pass it down now and like while you're still alive, and then help make sure that things are good without you, rather than waiting till you die and then no one knows how to do anything.
By the way, this generation, like I watched something from 15 years ago, a TED Talk on like people not retiring in games. Like, it used to be in actual street games, people would rise to the top and then quit because they'd made their money, and they stopped doing that. And they stopped doing that in legitimate business, and they stopped doing it in politics. They stopped doing it in charitable organizations. That entire generation just refuses to sit the fuck down. And it's really frustrating. Like, I do want them to, like, that the whole woke thing is like, this is not your space anymore, step aside. Like, honestly, you've had these spots for 40 fucking years. I don't care how old you are. That's my problem.
Yeah. So that's what when talking it out, that's why I do think that it's more about like how long you've been, like what you've been doing. Like, I like how cognizant you are and what you've been doing in your career. Because I just think like Pelosi, like, you don't need to work anymore. Like, why are you choosing to do this? Like, wouldn't you just enjoy retirement though? You have unlimited money from all the corruption that you've been committing over your career. So like, why choose to continue to work? But I guess it's just the power, the hunger for power still. But or maybe with her not knowing what's going on half the time now too, maybe she just forgets how old she is sometimes and doesn't know. So we have a couple contributions to some news here. I haven't looked at it, but it says, looks like Biden's DOJ just raided an Area 51 journalist at gunpoint.
Whoa!
I'm concerned that
Yes, I
overzealous
heard
government
about
agents
that.
may use bogus charges against me to send a message.
Jesus.
What? All right. The Department of Justice allegedly raided a researcher who reports information about Area 51 on his self-run website, raising larger concerns again that the feds are abusing their power under President Joe Biden. On Thursday, Nevada. Do you say Nevada or Nevada? What's your take, Alex, as someone who's out near there?
Nevada.
I'm going to stick with Nevada. Reporter George Knapp tweeted, FBI agents came down hard on the operator of a popular website devoted to all things Area 51, its programs, lore, and legacy. More than a dozen agents served a no-knock warrant on the Rachel, Nevada home of George Arnew, owner of DreamlandResort.com. I heard a beep sound, which means Elle's here.
Hi!
She made it.
Hello.
I made it. Hi!
Welcome.
I'm so sorry. Hi.
Live
No.
from Texas. You're in Texas.
So you're in Texas.
I'm not going to lie. I have a bit of a buzz going on, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's great.
I told Juliet I was gonna come. Honestly, the Wi-Fi seems pretty good for hotel
It is.
Wi-Fi.
No, you're very clear. I'm in
Like,
the
I think
habit
it
of
might
the
be better
Wi-Fi.
than my home Wi-Fi, and I didn't even like. They have like the one where they're like, you can pay like $1 extra and get like the better Wi-Fi. And I was like, no, I'm too cheap and I'm broke, so no. It's actually pretty solid. So, what are we doing? What are we talking about? Sorry.
What were we talking about? Something about Area 51 and a guy being held. Biden's DOJ just raided an Area 51 journalist at gunpoint. So we were talking about that.
Yeah, and they took all his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all his devices.
Why am I holding my like?
I'm laughing. You just like suddenly it's like just Juliet's face.
All right, Grandma.
I mean, no.
Listen.
It does. It's like talking to your grandparents on video.
Yeah,
call.
we'll just hold it up.
my phone. Sorry. I'm trying to see it.
No, I can try zooming in some here too.
So wait, who's the guy?
George Knapp. Oh wait, no, I don't know who the guy is. It's the DreamlandResort.com. What was his name?
Arnew.
Jorg Arnew.
Jorg. I don't know how to say
Jorg,
it.
yeah. Jorg. Right there. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Also, Winky Winky. We super chatted. Thank you. And just says slots. Thank you, Winky.
What a good name.
He's like Scottish.
I wish I had them. It's good. So wait,
here's Almas.
Okay.
Hi, Alex of all trades.
Hi.
Sorry, I have to keep holding the phone close to my face.
Oh yeah, have you guys not officially met before?
No, we've done a stream together. We've done it.
Oh yeah.
So sorry.
Yeah.
It's because of the buzz. It's because she's
beer.
drunk.
1.5
It's
years.
Friday.
I'm sorry.
Wow, Elle, this is really embarrassing for you.
It is. I know. No, like it takes like 2.5 beers for me to be like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so.
She's a cheap date.
but I am. Yeah. Well, you have
A cheap date. I'm a cheap date too, so I get it.
Me too.
Juliet, sweetie, I've seen you drink Paul under the table. Okay.
No, I think
Dang
I'm the cheapest date. I can get drunk off of less than a beer.
No, that's awesome. No, wait, Alex. No. You did like the big. You did like the big thing. No, I remember you.
The big thing.
Like the big. You did like the like big like dive into.
Big thing.
No. I'm failing. No, I remember you, Alex. I don't remember how.
No, she's right. It was the big thing.
No.
I've done a lot of things, so I'm not sure what thing you're referring
It's only
to.
like the big one though.
Oh, it's just the big one.
Wow.
I have a
I
name
love
tag.
this.
It says my name on it.
I love it.
Look
It just
at
says an L.
right on the only on the left. They couldn't even center it.
Yeah.
I kind of thought.
And it's so tiny too.
I know. I'm like you couldn't put like that. Like shut up, Paul.
Paul says lies.
Honestly, this is what we need to do. We need to get like all of us. We need to take a trip somewhere and like we just do like a drinking stream, but it's like all of us in the same room and just let everyone laugh at us.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think
it's
it'd
hard
be
for me to get
fun.
drunk. I need to do like either just shots. Like I do either like Long Island's and I've had like 4 pints of that to get like blacked out, or shots. And I'll do like half a bottle of tequila. Once I get to a certain point, like there's no stopping me. Like so I need
Yeah.
to
Oh
have
yeah.
an
Same
adult.
thing. See, that's why it's fun. No, it's like you get to like tipsy where you're like, I kind of feel like I just want to go to bed, but if you drink past it,
And then yeah,
Yes.
and then keep going, beautiful things happen. Which I chugged a Red Bull before I ran upstairs. I paid like $6 for it at the bar, so you're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Yeah, well, anyways, so hey, I don't know, like I just wanted to come in and say hi. I feel like it's probably a bad choice, but like this is the end of the show, right?
You're lovely.
Or you're starting like a
Well,
new show,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, this is the last episode on this channel. We're moving because Unsafe Space is moving to more written content. So then we're moving over to my personal channels and rebranding some stuff. So,
well, hey, I rebranded my whole thing because I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I named my show and my new site after like a dick joke? So I get it. I totally get it. And I think you should go with it because like whatever like feels right to you. I feel like this could be a FaceTime call. I'm sorry. I guess there's people like not watching. I don't know. I haven't done a stream in so long. I kind of forgot how to like act.
I love it.
You're doing great.
When do you start back up again?
Well, I was going to start back up this past week, but then I was like, well, I'm going to like Threadfest over the weekend. And so I would take like another like 3 streams off to do this. So I'm going to start back up on, in theory, Tuesday, because, you know, it's Tuesday, isn't it? But we'll see. Maybe Thursday.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe
sometime
soon. I don't know.
That's how we're all feeling. We're going to stream somewhere at some point, sometime.
Eventually.
I like, it's just kind of like, at this point, it's like I've taken off so much time. I feel like a feral animal being like reintroduced to like
to society.
Make Elle dock her phone and stop the crazy Zoom.
Yeah, we've got that. Thank you. We have another one. Jake Froggy says, "Yo." We also have one on Rumble from Paul, and I guess I can't screen or share it directly, so I have to screen share the whole thing. And Paul says, "Alex of all big things."
There we go. I like it.
Do you got any games on your phone?
Drunk L is a blast. I do
Drunk
the
L.
idea of just. I know
am,
Juliet
again,
streams drunk on Wednesdays
No,
with Paul.
we need. I feel like we should take a trip. We should. Why am I whispering? There's someone
I
else here.
don't know.
I feel like we should take a trip because I think that if we all got in the same room together and drank drinks enough, I think it would actually. I don't like either. We would learn how to like fix and run the world, or we would all get arrested, and either one would be a very funny
Sounds
story.
like a good time. Yeah.
I
yeah.
think it does sound like a good time.
But where
would
would we trip
everybody-
to?
Yeah.
Well, I would invite y'all to Alabama, but Texas is kind of fun. I haven't left my hotel room except for to go to the bar here. There's like a Copeland's here, which is a place that got shut down. And like there used to be a Copeland's, like a New Orleans like themed place. There's a Copeland's here in the lobby of the hotel, but the one in Huntsville got shut down because they were serving like raw seafood to people. So I kind of felt weird about eating there, so I got burgers.
Sushi? Were they serving sushi?
No, it was like supposed to be like etouffee or like it's we should go to New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah,
always
we
wanted
get the
to go to New
beignets. And
Yeah.
I know Judge Lott in the community. He's down in Louisiana.
And you could get like, oh wait, shit. Oh, okay. No, I have like I have like
We're not saying anything.
No, I have, and then again, this could all be done over a Zoom call, but I have a voucher for 2 nights at like a really, really, really nice hotel in New Orleans that I've never used.
Oh,
well,
okay.
well.
And we can all just crash in one because I am, like, poor like that.
I'm in.
I'm
Let's put
very
money for,
cheap.
like,
yeah.
grenades and stuff.
Frugal is what I call
Yeah,
myself.
we just have to call the concierge over and over and be like, "No, I'm sorry, I need like another pillow." And so build a pillow bed.
It was BYOP. Bring your own pillow. Okay. You can't. Oh,
Wow.
yo, I forgot to pack socks.
Oh, nicely done.
I am going sockless currently, and it is not.
Let those babies free.
No, I'm wearing my little I got these shoes at Target like 6 years ago, and I love them. But I like literally all. If anyone's ever what are you wearing? Which no one ever asked me that because I'm never wearing anything exciting.
But you're just gonna end at never wearing anything.
No, I'm always wearing something exciting. I got it at Target or Costco.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, same or cool.
I still have clothes from 15 years ago, so
yeah. I have a pair of pants that were hand-me-downs when I was in high school.
Yeah.
The fact that I can't fit into my high school pants anymore, so I think I'm proud of you, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I don't even know what size I was wearing in high school. I got fat for a long time, so
yeah.
Same.
I did too. I did too.
All this sounds of sadness.
No, but it sounds of relating.
Yeah.
No, I lost over 100 pounds. I went to my oh my god, why are we on stream right now? I just want to be chatting. No, all of my other doctors were like, yeah, you're doing fine. But then I went to my OBGYN for my, the yearly, and she was like, hey, if you don't lose weight, you're already showing signs of being pre-diabetic. And I'm like, I've literally never heard this from another doctor. She's like, you are. And she's like, also, because I have PCOS, she was like, you're making it significantly worse and it's your fault. And I was like,
wow.
I actually needed to hear that though.
Yeah.
Thank God for my OB, which I still go to her because I'm like, she literally saved my life.
Literally.
Because she was like, you're showing signs of being pre-diabetic and all these issues you're having with your PCOS where you sleep all the time and you never feel like you have enough energy. She's like, that's literally your fault. And I was like, tough love. All right, cool, good. But it was true. And I lost weight. And here we are.
Yeah. Okay. That was beforehand, before you. I wasn't sure if you meant that that happened recently. I'm like, I don't think.
No, that happened before.
You're pre-diabetic. That's what I thought. She was like,
no. That was
misunderstanding.
No, that was my
Yeah. But
get your shit together, girl. Moment. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, I was just seeing pictures of myself more, and then I was like, no, I don't like.
Did you lose a lot of weight, Beverly?
Yeah, I've lost 60 pounds.
Good for you. Proud of you.
Nice.
Don't you feel better?
I do. Yeah.
Don't you I need 3 hours less sleep a night.
And
I'm not slightly sick all the time.
Right.
And all of these things that I just kind of thought were I don't know, I gaslit myself into thinking they were all just kind of part of being alive, but they're not. They're not at all. No, but you do you kind of start just thinking oh yeah, well, this is how everyone else feels. It's not.
No, I know.
But no hate to anyone who struggles with their weight because I totally get it. I totally get it. But
it's hard.
No, oh yeah.
I love food.
It's losing weight. The formula to lose weight is not hard, but
no,
doing it is hard.
Yeah.
Well, the strength of will over yourself is very difficult. Your brain, you want to sugar tastes good on purpose. It's supposed to taste good.
Delicious.
But it's you can't have we are not supposed to have this much access to sugar. We're really not.
Don't tell us what to do.
They used to have wars over the amount of spices and sugar that people have at a nightly meal.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how much sugar we have access to, and then all the extra food additives and everything. Me, I have to narrow everything down. It's rice and potatoes and meat. I might go full carnivore if I can afford it. But
that's what Jordan Peterson's daughter does. And
and Carter's talked about having done it in the past too.
What did he I feel I would get the meat sweats.
I would get cravings for other things too.
It's got to be very costly.
It has
my thought.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because it's not if you're gonna go full carnivore, the quality of meat that you could get your hands on has got to be higher.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Lost 135 pounds in the last 2 years.
That's amazing. I mean, honestly, guys, to be totally honest, if I could live off of just potatoes and cheese, I would absolutely do that. I don't even need the sugar. I
No,
just
oh wait, no, those are
I
fine.
used
That's
to
fine. I
do
was like,
okay when I was in high school. I was left to my own devices about what to feed myself. So I would have my parents essentially buy tater tots and French fries and potatoes all the time, like every grocery store trip, like tons of it. And like there'd be days there where I would make mashed potatoes every day and put cheese in it. And then, and then, like sometimes my only meal would to take a full, like giant cookie sheet of tater tots or French fries. Stick that in the oven. That's what I ate for the entire day.
I remember you talking about that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I definitely did not eat healthy growing up. Drinking like soda all the time and so
Are you Irish, Alex? Do you have like Irish ancestry?
Yes, actually, I do have Irish. So like
Me too.
there was
It's
on
in your
my
blood.
on my mother's side, there's a fake Italian name, and the person who took the fake Italian name was actually a Blue Vein Society person. So his mother was from Ireland, and his father was black, and he moved and told everyone he was Italian.
That's very spicy for the time. That's very cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'll never forget the first time I ever heard like someone in my like immediate like family circle like, you know, come down upon for like, sorry, this went to a weird place. But like who like someone who's like actively like racist to like someone in my like immediate family circle, and it was my stepdad who's like full-blooded Italian, and they called him, which I don't know if I can say this. Are we on YouTube right now?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're transitioning to more written
no one
content.
cares about racial slurs against Italians anyways, but someone called him
No, they don't.
Someone called him a fucking dago, and I didn't even know what that was. But like my mom had just like married him, and he's been in my family for like 20 years, and I was like, I was ready to scrap like immediately. And like that was like people do be out there just like being fucking dicks to people because like they're like, you know, have a darker complexion. It's some fucked up shit.
It is so bizarre. Yeah, I mean, my dad's side of the family of 7 like kids, 5 big, huge Irish boys, and one of my aunts married an Italian guy.
Yeah,
and it took him like 20 years to be accepted by the family.
I'm like, I thought everyone loved Italians. They gave us, you know, spaghetti, even though China probably did, but still, it's like
pizza.
Which did you know the singular of spaghetti is spaghetto?
I
figured it would be.
Here's the thing: every time I go to a like one of those fancy fucking bistros, and they're like, you can have a panini, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna give me more than one? Right? Because if you're going to give me one, it's a fucking panino.
Yes. It's kind of like shrimp scampi means shrimp.
Yes.
Does it really?
Yes.
That's so dumb.
Never thought about it. That's how I name my locations in D&D.
Shrimp.
This is why they don't like us in other parts of the world, right? Like,
they do it to the Japanese shit too. Katana sword. Chai tea
wins.
And then what's the third? Tatami mat. Tatami means mat.
Oh,
nice. Other ones too. Yeah. But
it's like they do it for like the lowest common denominator of people who are not willing to learn. Like katana just already means sword, so you don't have to say that. Like,
right.
Yeah, but some jackass out there is not going to learn that, so we're gonna just.
So you have to just be redundant. But I love that too, because I'll do like Sylvan Forest for the name of a D&D place, but I'm just like, it just means woods. Or I did like Pazari Bazaar. I run a campaign for D&D. If you want to play it, I can do it. I know Paul was talking about wanting to play too, so we can do a streaming one at some point.
Can we do a D&D?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be
I've never done a campaign, but I used to like I had a friend group in college who like this was for like multiple years where I would go every week and just watch them play because it was so much fun. Like it's so much fun.
My gosh, yeah.
Like we would get hammered also, which was probably part of the fun. But like it was so much fun. And like their like DM was so into it. Like so into it. And I guess I feel like that's kind of like a common denominator with like Dungeon Masters is like they're like really into it.
Yeah.
And like Oh, it was so much fun to watch. I've always wanted to do one. We could totally stream one. That would be
Oh my
so
gosh, no,
fun.
like it will
That'd
be
be
like
so
Beverly teaches us all how to play. But
I mean, there was a whole TV show that was like they animated basically like they're like crazy
Critical
like
Role.
which like it was really interesting to watch. I don't know, like it's cool. We should do one.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
maybe
I
we
have
could
this
watch
great
fun.
idea.
I haven't done a game at all in years. I think the last thing I did was maybe Edge of Empire or maybe Lord of the Rings. But it's been a long time since I've played any.
Any kind of RPG? Yeah. I've got my Savage Worlds ones tonight, but then
seems like a great idea.
Yes.
I
no,
like Savage Worlds. That one's so cool.
It's
What's that?
ours
Is
is
that
like
like a-
super goofy though.
What is that?
It's just another RPG. Like D&D is just one RPG out
Oh.
of like, and there's a bunch of different other types too. So like you roll different. I have all the dice. I have a bunch of dice right here actually. So.
Oh wow!
Oh my god, they are close to you.
At all times.
Ready to go.
I love it. No, oh man. Okay.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
like,
One of my good friends used to work for this company. All they sold was like rings that like you could spin them. They were D&D dice, but like on a ring, and you just like spun
Oh,
it.
I have that too.
I've seen them in like a
couple
jar
of
of
them.
liquid where it kind of turns them into like a what's the like a magic 8-ball. I mean, not really, but like they
Oh.
put it in like a vial. so
Oh,
you can,
that's
like,
kind of
like
fun.
swirl it around and then like it'll whatever comes up. Like I think that's so cool.
I have unicorn horn ones too, so they're like
Oh, come
cone
on.
shaped, but they're just
Show us.
they're like
Show us right
colorful.
now.
They're okay.
Oh.
I'll go grab them.
Like they're not here.
Do it right now.
I need to see it. No, like
There's this-
so for my brother who I no longer talk to because we disagree on politics, but
Oh,
I
fun.
made him, I hand carved him and hand molded for him a katana, like a settlers. Oh, sorry, not katana. Sorry, I'm thinking about that because of what Alex said. The settlers of Catan. Like I made him, like I handmade him amazing, beautiful pieces and like fired them in a kiln and they're gorgeous and I want it back. I want to be like, now that you don't like me because I like am like more conservative, like fuck you, give me shit back. I worked hard on those. No, I love like board games and stuff.
Oh, me
okay,
too.
Beverly, that was fast. Don't even act like you had to go far.
Wow. How do you roll that?
You spin them on the side. I don't think I can do, but
I
yeah, so
love
you just
it.
like spin.
Oh.
And then, so they're each the different shapes. Like I don't know, a D4. So this is the 4-sided one.
Oh my
or-
goodness.
I
No,
could
sorry,
watch
that's the
Beverly. Like I
D100.
want a whole show of just Beverly explaining her different dice. Can we?
Yeah.
I want to watch the shit out of that.
They call me a dice goblin. Like I have around 100 different sets of dice because they come in like sets of 7, and so all the polyhedral types. But like the D20, and then they have 6 other ones. And I have like 100 sets of those, so about like 700 dice or more.
So cool.
But
And
like
I'm,
I'm
like,
so
seeing it, like,
addicted to them.
Cool.
I
No.
love this.
All right. Well, whenever we go on our like booze vacation, we're playing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll do a stream. I'll teach you guys to be
have an even-
how to play.
Even better idea. Everyone come to DC. Let's get trashed and then go like
I was there
scream
yesterday.
obscenities at the
I will never-
politician.
I paid $8 for a Budweiser at the fucking Reagan Airport yesterday. I'm never going back.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome
No,
to my neck of the
Jesus.
woods.
Come to Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere. We can hang out in 6 acres of land. with
Budweisers are like
peace.
$2.
And- Yeah, we've got
I
like
was thinking
$2
that.
beers and stuff.
Pennsylvania's close to DC.
No, she's like 6
I'm on the other
hours from
side.
me,
Yeah.
but
Oh, okay.
we'll road trip. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of wanted to miss my connecting flight and be like, Juliet, you have to come get me.
I would have been like, sorry,
I know,
everyone
you
in my
guys are
life.
here now.
Fuck y'all. I'm picking y'all up. We're gonna have a party. Ugh.
Like I wish like honestly, so like apparently there's a direct flight from Huntsville, which that's where I live, but anyways, there's a direct flight from there to DC like all the time because I guess we have like our big like it's like military
Oh.
or whatever. So like I could come visit
Hey.
pretty quickly
Oh.
and cheaply. So.
Oh.
Or
well,
you
that
can come
means
visit me.
I
Either way,
can come
I'm just
visit
saying.
you too. I love the South. I miss it all the time.
Girl. No, but there's like a direct flight like multiple times every single day
What?
and for cheap.
Nice.
I don't live in Huntsville, by the way. That was a joke. That was a practical joke. I don't.
She lives in the general vicinity of an airport in Huntsville. There you go.
It's Alabama. Like, yeah, good luck. That's like when people are like, I know your full name. And I'm like, it's Lauren Elizabeth Brown. I have the John Smith of girl names. Good luck. Like, what are you going to do with that? Lauren Elizabeth? Right. Yeah. So is every other girl that everyone went to school with. Like, which has actually caused me a lot of problems. Like, I had to like, there's another Lauren Elizabeth Brown in Alabama who's like from like South Alabama who like has a bunch of like meth charges. And
oh no. Is that where that came from? That guy that kept saying you were like
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Like I used to do like Molly and stuff. Like I'm not gonna lie, like back in college, and like, but like I'm like I don't have like active addiction to anything other than like Red Bull and nicotine. So like whatever. But no, yeah, some guy's been like trying to like blackmail me, like I know your secret, and I'm like, there's literally another Lauren Elizabeth Brown in Alabama who like is like in South Alabama, which is nowhere near where I live, who's like on all these meth charges, but there was an outstanding warrant for my arrest because they like mixed us up. I was like,
oh my god.
Yeah. And I found that out when I went to go get my license renewed, and they're like, you can't renew your license. I was like, why not? They're like, there's a warrant. You have an active warrant. Because apparently people at the DMV, like, thank God, like, they were like, we're not gonna like call the cops or anything, but like, you can't renew your license because you have an active warrant. I was like, for what? Because I did get arrested one time for a DUI when I was like 21, but that ship sailed, whatever. It's been over 10 years ago now. No, but like, and so like I had to like go to like my like sheriff's office and like, listen, we have the same name, but we are not the same.
That's terrifying. One time
awful.
It does benefit you to not like, I like my name because I feel like I am like a Lauren, but like it does benefit you to like maybe give your kid like a weird middle name. And this like keep them from getting there like, and I had a similar thing happen with like my taxes a few years ago with someone from like fucking Georgia. I was like, this is not me. So, give your kid like a weird enough name where they won't overlap with too many people, but don't name them like, I don't know, some weird shit. I don't know. Do any of y'all have kids?
No.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Not kind of people. I mean, like, I'm like, have kids, and I'm like, no. Okay.
I think so.
One day I'd love to have a kid, but not this day.
Right. I would literally have to go to a doctor to have kids now or adopt because like I had my fallopian tubes removed. As Winky Winky will probably put in chat, I was kind of preempting him.
Yeah.
Damn, he knows all your secrets.
When you go to the doctor, do you ask for your fallopian tubes back?
No, what you do, like you have to do IVF.
Oh, okay. And I didn't know that.
Oh, right.
You can still do IVF with IVF without fallopian tubes.
Yes, because you don't. Yes,
because you just don't.
Clicked
you just
in my head too. I was like,
that makes sense.
They do. They actually remove them for some women trying to have a baby because, like, maybe their fallopian tubes are like really scarred or something.
Yeah.
So if they remove them and then they just do IVF, the percentages on that go up.
So there is still the possibility of you being able, if you wanted,
lots of money.
Yeah. I said possibility, not.
I never considered that. That would still like be a total pathway to pregnancy. But yeah, you could have multiples after that, though.
Yeah, you could. And and then I when I went in to get sterilized, I told my doctor that I would only.
She got fixed.
Yeah, I know. What?
I got spayed.
I told her, I was like, if I change my mind, I want to adopt. I don't want to have a child. And part of it was because, like, literally every time anyone asks me how I'm doing, I'm like, this is wrong, that's wrong, and I'm like, I don't want to pass on all this. I think
brain.
Part of my bio is that like, Alex is a collection of ailments pretending to be a human being.
Mutter Fetcher in Rumble 2 had said when Elle had asked if we had kids, he's like, okay, now how many have cats?
I did. My cat died during the pandemic, and I haven't gotten a new one yet.
Oh, Juliet.
It was she was the best cat ever, and she literally waited till I got home at night, and then she died. Like I was like petting her, and she just like stopped breathing.
I would kill myself.
I was so sad.
What happened?
She was like, I mean, I thought she was 17. The vet was like, this cat's probably like 22. And I was like, okay, well,
yeah,
we were always wrong about her age, but yeah, she's a great cat.
That's my little cat's 10th birthday.
Aww.
Yeah, mine are 11 now, 2. But then I also have.
That's a great age for a cat, though. Like 10 years old is so good for a cat. She's like, we've got our routine. She's super codependent on me. I'm super codependent on her.
Yeah,
like,
they're so snuggly. They just won't stop. And it's getting colder out too. Like they constantly cuddle.
Yes, it gets cold. I turn down the temperature at night, so she comes and snuggles with me.
Freeze, kitty, freeze.
But then I've got the big baby goose now. He's gigantic, and he still likes to sleep in my lap. So he just won't like that. He weighs more than all the other 3 geese, though. Like if I sit down though, he like comes up, he's like, it's a nap time. And so he squats down with his feet.
Okay, I've never known that. Why did you take a nap with a goose? But like,
I stay awake. He naps.
Like my pillow is full of like goose feathers. Like, yeah,
they sleep all the time. Yeah, like they constantly nap throughout the day.
That's why people are like, I don't like cats. I'm like, what? My cat sleeps for like 15 hours.
18 hours?
Wait,
yeah.
like, she sprints around the house at 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Okay. Like, that's part of it. Oh, I miss her already. Like, that's why, like, I never want to leave my house because I miss my fucking. I woke up this morning. I woke up and I was like, stop, little cat. Because I swear, like, I woke up to like the sound of her like clawing the carpet. And like, then I was like, oh, she's not here. So I'm supposed to be somewhere in like 2 minutes. So
okay.
But so wait. So what's up with the guy, the Area 51 guy? Someone linked me to that because Juliet texted that to me because I want to read that.
I will.
Yeah,
got you.
all right.
It's very bizarre.
It just sounded very conspiratorial stuff. Area 51.
But I like that.
Right. I know what I'm saying. It's right up your alley.
Yeah.
There's something more to this story, and like, if anyone will get to the bottom of it, it's Al.
No. Like,
yesterday. About Aaron Carter too. There's like conspiracy stuff going on.
Oh, I've been digging in on what Paul literally already texted me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. No, like, okay, the guy, like the health guy, I like scraped all his tweets. I'm in on it. Like when I get home, you have no idea.
I'm in.
You have no idea.
I'm in.
I barely brought that up yesterday, like talking about it and how I was like, oh, there might be something here.
all these. Yep, there is. I can teach y'all like you know, not on the street. I can teach y'all how to like scrape Twitter and stuff like that because it's so easy. And oh my god, it's so fun.
Well, I think
when you're home, you're gonna have to teach me how to do that because I
must
just
teach you.
don't have enough time.
No, because I have been there. I have been the person who like I used to spend literal like days going through. I mean, not like it's like solid, but like
yes,
like
no, I know.
unfold hours, and I can do it all now in like I don't know, like less than like 30 seconds, which is like too much power for one person to have. So yeah, it's amazing. It's so good. Automating stuff with Python has been like a game changer. And it's like when I say stuff like I automated stuff with Python, it makes me sound so smart, but like it's really fucking easy.
I know. Elle
Jason
teaches
teach you
Juliet
that?
how to code. It's gonna be great.
No, like I don't know how to code, but I know how to do like 3 things really well with Python. And you don't have to know how to code, and that's the thing. But when you're like, yeah, I ran an automated script on Python and I pulled this up, people are like, wow.
I'm so impressed.
I know, it sounds so good. But yeah, I gotta go be social again. I love you guys. And like
thank you.
Joining and derailing.
I'm so
No, I love it. I love it.
I know.
No, it was awesome.
Today.
When's the new show starting up?
We don't know. I just got I got a new newspaper job though, because the other newspaper job I just had closed down after I started for 2 weeks, and now I got a new one when they opened a new. So
you're in newspapers, Beverly?
Yeah, I'm part of mainstream media now.
I'm like, that's an industry that is brave.
I know. Just a super local small town stuff though for like 5,000.
I love that though.
But yeah, once I get that figured out, then we'll
let me know when you get it figured out. I'll have you on Big Dig Energy. We can talk about it.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Sounds
And
good.
Juliet, also, I need to talk to you, and I will talk to you outside of this, but I want to talk to you.
Okay, all right, cool.
Okay.
What's going on here?
I want to talk to you too. I want to talk to y'all, but I gotta go.
Bye.
All right, bye, Al.
Fun.
That was great.
That was fantastic.
What a way to end Occasional Levity's short-lived life on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Just comes on and torpedoes the whole.
I love it.
It's so funny. Also, just looking into chat too. I don't know what's going on with Ross Travatera, but it seems like he's going back and forth between like simping for Julia and insulting all of us.
I'm
And
very,
then-
very mad that nobody else wanted to list the first 7,000 presidents.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't
and so
know
they-
our own history because Bill Gates literally funded the fact that the education in America sucks, first of all, but also, Roz, why are you so obsessed with us? Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. He
called
like,
Alex conservative.
yeah, I know. Yeah, she's god, god damn it. I don't and then quoted me. I don't even want to have a child. And she's conservative?
I
No. Not even slightly.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know. I keep seeing because there was at one point where he was just going through
Listing
so many
presidents, yeah.
which I always
Yeah.
think of there on I think Nickelodeon when I was younger they used to do a song of it, so it was just like Washington Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, the second guy's son.
Oh,
just
I
like-
wish that I don't know that song. I wish I did.
I'm sure it's on YouTube because I think I looked it up some time ago to I need to refresh my memory on this.
Well, I know that they taught us all that stuff like before the age of 7 at least, because I vaguely remember them going over it, and because they had the posters up in the classroom, but I don't remember most of my schooling before the age of 8, so that was not. It was never going to stick for me. Same thing with when they did capitals and stuff like that. Like that was during my bad memory phase where nothing from short term went to long term. So I was like, those years at school were wasted. I really should have been helped earlier.
I did a lot of academic competitions and stuff in high school, and one of them you'd go there was linguistic where you would roll dice and there were different letters and you had to spell out a word using those dice and then
that's fun.
use it in a sentence, and you had to be specific sentences that were chosen, like you were playing in a group of 3, and it would be like SVIODO, so you had to construct a sentence that was subject, verb, SVIO, indirect object, direct object, and but it had to be constructed correctly. And then so it's the nerdiest thing ever. They had the same thing called equations that was for math. And then there was another one called Mr. President, and it was just presidential trivia. So we would do these games competitively with other school districts. But I remember nothing now about any of the presidents.
I took
about
AP
jelly beans.
U.S. history. I had to write like a fucking 10-page outline per week.
Oh god!
And like none of it stuck. Sometimes people mention a president, and I'm like, who?
Yeah.
When was he? Was he one of the ones with the funny mustache? Probably.
There's a good chance that he was the one with the
mutton
funny
chops guy.
Apparently, there's a rumor in the chat that I'm a lesbian.
I see Eloise here.
To each their own, but that makes me want to throw up projectile-y. Okay, I love women, but not like that.
I'm still like Eloise saying that Julianne is lesbian. Me slides into those DMs.
I get called a lesbian a lot too, and I'm like, not even like slightly, like no way in hell. That's not happening.
Everywhere I go and everyone I meet in life, occasionally they start making jokes about it. I'm like, what is it about me? Like, do I have terrible posture? Like, what is it? I don't know. I don't get it. That's okay. When I was working in the restaurant industry, I worked for a franchise known as Buffalo Wild Wings, and in the kitchen.
You had to explain what that is. People not know what Buffalo Wild Wings is?
Well, maybe your international viewers.
I don't care.
They sell wings and beer, pretty much. We
Mhm.
did have burgers. I don't know why anyone would ever order that, but anyway, so there was another bartender there, and she was definitely a lesbian, but we were good friends. And so every time I went in the kitchen, they'd be like, Julieta, you 50-50? Like girls and boys. No, but can I have my chicken thing?
Yeah, I guess I'd
Do
say
I
I'm
wear a
the
lot of
little-
flannel? No. Actually, I do.
Well, you're being defensive. You're like, no, if that's what it means, if that makes me a lesbian, then no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say I'm the least straight one of us then, but not like, I do have a boyfriend too.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that Winky calls you Jules and spells it Jool.
I know, it's so different and I love it. It's so cute. Hey, wait, I want to share
And
one
I get
thing.
mystery meat. Oh yeah, you had something earlier. I was
I
gonna.
did. It was just
I didn't want to
seconds,
interrupt because Elle had a.
Oh yeah, no, that was yeah.
Come
Okay,
on.
this is a good Twitter twat. Just a heads up, millions of Democrats in Texas and Florida are actually a bit traumatized about having to raise their kids under an oh my god, authoritarian state theocracy and don't need shit right now about how they should move.
I mean, replace state with federal.
First of all, you're traumatized.
Yeah.
Like,
you said a bit.
Well,
You're only a
little
bit
traumatized. Your life has been too easy. That's all I can say. If the fact that someone you disagree with politically is now in charge of your state and was before this, like nothing has actually changed in your life. Like,
no, because those were red states already.
Yeah. So
yes,
why are you
the same
surprised?
governor is the governor again, like in both places.
Yeah.
But if that's traumatic to you, like your life has been too easy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There are more serious traumas that one can go through.
Yeah.
I've got to go.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. You do have
Okay.
another
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But,
thank you, Alex. We'll wrap up from here.
Yes.
Yes.
Alex,
All
drop
right.
the link to your other stuff in the
Yeah.
chat for
Oh,
our,
yeah.
our lovely
Or
viewers.
if you need to
where
run,
is-
I'll post your YouTube stuff.
Yeah,
out.
I'm live streaming like now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just move
Bye,
on over
Alex.
to the thing. Bye.
All right.
Go follow Alex on. Hang on, I'm getting your link. YouTube.com/Alex of all trades -Maselli. Hang on. All right, I couldn't find the tab. She is streaming right now. So go there, folks. Yeah. Whew. Man, this was Onyx. How Elle came on and brought in that big L energy.
I tried to gouge my eye out, and then I was super late, and then Elle came in.
Yes.
And Alex, like it's been this was just the perfect wrap up.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Great way to end it, but then not ending forever. So again, let me be clear. We are continuing the series in some form, but it's going to be over at this new channel. So come hang out with us. And see, Rumble. When you try to do Rumble, it gives the number instead, but rumble.com/c/the dim side. We will be solely on Rumble to do news because we're going to get banned or iffy as is.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, every time we don't get banned, they just missed us.
Yeah. There's times when I'm like, we're for sure getting banned after that. Like, we all said something. Usually, I'm saying something racist or about vaccines and things. And I'm like, how are we not banned yet? So Rumble will be safer. And Johnny Boy's also advertising. Yeah, I also have my YouTube channel is youtube.com/the sorceress princess because it won't let me change it ever. But you also don't need to have like the /c or /user in between it because it's old school YouTube where I just had it immediately after. So it's .com/the sorceress princess and you'll get there.
Right. Hey. Well, you think that's bad. I can't get rid of Truth Seeker, which I was I didn't even know about QAnon when I put that as my Twitter handle in January of
even know that was the
2020.
Oh, is that what
it's
QAnon news
it's
is? I didn't even know that.
no, it's very QAnon adjacent. Like there are a lot
Oh.
of QAnons.
Wait,
No,
what can't you change it on?
QAnons.
On Twitter or?
Well, on Gab because I went pro, and once you do that, you can't change your name
Oh,
ever.
what? You're paying
And
for it and
then
you can't change your name?
yes, it makes no sense. And then, as if that's not bad enough, like I committed and I got accounts across the internet.
I didn't do that. Yeah.
So I would take sorceress princess
over. Well, I didn't even know. I mean, I guess those who are more into the all that QAnon stuff then maybe, but I had no idea. So,
oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but now I do. Now everyone else does. You should have just not said anything. So you ruined it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so that go to Alex's. We've got the Rumble and Unsafe space where it's going to be less video content. There's still going to be some, but we're transitioning out to much less. And then go to what I don't even have the Substack. Wait, how does it go? Unsafe space. Wait, I can't even know. Unsafespace.substack.com,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I think so. I don't actually remember.
Yeah, I just couldn't even type it. There we go. So it's going to be a lot more content on there. We've got the weekly, the abstract, right? That's weekly.
Yes.
And what else? Book club, November 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. I think Richard Petz is the one who's doing The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Okay.
You still have, were you not aware of that?
No, I was. I read that book like forever ago, and when you get to the reveal and you find out who the bad guy is, I literally had to stop and like flip back through because I had just the entire time, their names are all insane, and the entire book I had just been like a blah 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 as I passed their names. I have no idea which one it was.
So
learn how to pronounce their names.
You're just like, okay.
So it's that one. Who is he? I don't know.
Oh, who's running? Okay, yeah. What else? We're still doing narrative dissonance. For the time being, at least on Mondays. Then I think that time might change eventually, but I don't know what else has been decided yet.
Yes.
We did have something. We were sent. Here's one. Where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, I think it's just a fun, stupid video of like, would you want her to be mayor? And it's actually, Elle had posted this earlier today. What if this was your mayor, a mayor in Michigan? So let's watch that real quick.
Okay.
Now open. You're not going to sit here and assault me, lady I never met. Don't call my name because I don't know what book you're reading and I don't care. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there, or we're gonna stop the council meeting.
Here, you gotta let her speak.
This is a personal matter. It's not about criticizing. You can criticize my policy. You stop it.
Let the people.
You stop it. You are out of line. You are out of line. You're out of point of order. You're out of line. Now, do you want to stand there and talk about your cats and your dogs in the community, but you won't talk about me?
Wow. Oh, wow. I don't even know how to respond to that. Like that is just to have a mayor that
you get what you deserve, apparently. And if you voted for that, congratulations.
And after, especially the mayor that I met in town too, when I went to the city council meeting, when he was just hilariously like a cartoon and I don't even know whether he like what Republican Democrat, but he just had like, he's a big rotund guy. He seemed super friendly, but had like that bright red bow tie. And I was just like, this is amazing. Like, how is this real right now? Contrast to that mayor, like, no, thank you. Also, I really dig Ross Travatera here in chat. He is I think he's doing like the negging thing really well, of just bouncing from like simping so hard on you, Juliet, and then also like being insulting because like he doesn't think Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is literature. I mean, clearly you haven't been around for that one. Like you can go back and read the previous ones of House of Leaves, because that one was dense and intense. So you can read that one. I don't know if you'll make it through that. What else did we have? I can't even think of
Crime and Punishment.
That's an upcoming one? Or
That was the old one, or was it War and Peace? I don't know.
I don't remember it doing
something
any
and something.
There was a
Slaughterhouse 5.
Slaughterhouse 5. Yeah, but the ones that Alex chooses are very difficult to.
The Satanic Verses.
Satanic Verses. Yeah.
That was really hard. Like I felt like I was in college.
So you can go back and read some of those ones, but Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, we have advocates for it. So like someone who wants to try and because they've done so many like dense, difficult reads, we're switching it up a little bit. Like Slaughterhouse 5 was a quicker read too, and then Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, like to try and get some maybe more interest and stuff too. So don't be so pretentious, Roz. It's being a little cunty there. And Alex's House of Leaves is her favorite book. Yeah,
I love that book. Like that made me immediately love Alex when I found out that like she loves that book, because so many people can't make it through it. They're like, "What is this about?"
I love it, but I still haven't finished.
It's a journey, guys.
Yeah,
you just have to get to the end, and it's worth it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so I definitely want to. I have so many books sitting out right now that like they're stacked up in the dining room to be put in a bookshelf that will not hold all of them. And then we have like 2 other bookshelves, and I'm waiting for Christmas to get another bookshelf to fit the rest of the books. Yes. So right now I'm just like, I don't know. I finally unboxed them from moving here 2 years ago because they've just been sitting. I'm like, I don't want to pack them away again. Just hold out till Christmas when we get another bookshelf. But it's not pretentious when you're an asshole. But okay, so is there anything else that I need to announce for things? I don't know. It's so confusing now too, where I'm just like, go over here for this thing, go over here for this thing. We've got unsafe space, unsafe space.
I feel like we need an infographic.
You're like connecting all like the Marvel movies or Halloween movies of what goes where. Catch 22 is one. Yeah, that was one in the past. All of the books on my shelves are How to Oil My Bad Dragon. What's my bad dragon? I think I saw you use that term earlier, but I don't know what that means. Yeah, anything else, Juliet? Anything that you need to push for your own stuff? That you got streams with Paul on Wednesday nights at 11 Eastern, right?
Yeah, but he's an old man and he's making us switch.
He was saying that, yeah. The other night, he's like, I want to get Julia to
ruin all of my social commitments here. Okay, yeah. So Wednesday night at 10 now, we have a PJ party. It's Paul and Juliet, and a lot of times he shows me a lot of things and I react and get drunk at the same time. It's great. It's a good time. The chat is awesome. Like it's just like fun all around. The Independence Gang has just like booted back up. So
really? Okay.
I'll probably be on that like every other week. And if you want to stay abreast of what I'm doing, you can follow me on Gab. Truth Seeker 8487, because I can't change it.
8487. That's like with YouTube. I'm the dim site on everything else. You look anywhere, I will be the dim site except for YouTube. But they did get to change my name to whatever the name is, the dim side 45 now, because someone else just apparently has the dim side from like 2008 and has never used that channel. And YouTube will not respond back to me now after going through some stuff. So / the Sorcerer's Princess, but everything else, the dim side. Yes. Okay, yeah, and one more time too. Let me post in Rumble. Come check us out if you like watching this. I appreciate having all the viewers here that we've had. It's good. Like we've been tied on Rumble and YouTube here. That I've been going back and forth to see like a lot of Rumble viewers. So that's great. And I know, and I don't. She wasn't here today, but Steph Cuervo queen. I know she hates Rumble, but so it's like someone who's in contact with her, let her know this is solely going to be on Rumble.
We're
so
gonna
she's
have
gotta,
to figure out the technological difficulties. Yeah,
and see if we can get her over there because I don't want to lose her. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you guys for joining this series on this channel, and we're still going to be around everywhere. You just kind of have to like spread out through the internet and find us. Yeah
like a scavenger hunt. Good luck.
Yeah, won't be easy, but it'll be worth it.
That's right.
I don't have Alex here to swoon over either, so I just have to say thanks, Julia, and I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my gosh,
you, Alex.
I'm not even used to having it reciprocated because Alex. Now I don't even know how to respond because Alex always just rejects me. And I told her, I think it was off stream last night because she was saying that she's going to wake up at like 5 a.m. And I'm like, I have to wake up at like 7:30. So she's like, oh, we're going to, it'll be around the same time then because, the time difference.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, I'll wake up at 7. So it's like we're waking up together. But she was just like, that's weird.
Great.
But thank you guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday for Narrative Dissonance and hope to see you on rumble.com/c/the dim side for this. I've got the YouTube channel too. So yeah. And then on Paul's channel, I think he's linking. He linked his stuff. I can never find Paul on non-YouTube stuff, but I gave him power. You've got mod power now. So all right. Well, thank you guys again. Have a good night. I'll talk to you all later.
Bye.
Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you're new to Unsafe Space, check out our deep content library that includes discussions with everyone from James Lindsay to Brett Weinstein. And please consider helping to fund our work by visiting unsafespace.com/donate. You can find us on a variety of social media platforms, and you can find a community of like-minded individuals on our Unsafe Space Discord server, which is open to financial supporters at any level. We hope to see you there.
Warning. This is an unsafe space. Dangerous ideas have been detected. It would be better for your health if you forgot what you just heard. That should be easy for someone of your intelligence. The following co-conspirators are hereby ordered to watch CNN. Experts agree that 87,000 new tax collectors will make inflation feel like less of a problem. I think we can agree that the FBI's track record speaks for itself. If you think about it, only government-sanctioned experts should be allowed to express opinions. But don't. Think about it, I mean. That's not your job. Thinking has been scientifically proven to be less efficient than compliance. Science, scientific, and scientifically are registered trademarks of the World Economic Forum. Unauthorized use is prohibited. Computer voice courtesy. Never mind, that last line is fake news. Please disregard it and return to your safe space immediately. There will be cake.